Have you ever heard of the bystander effect? More importantly, have you ever been a bystander? Welcome to the Call Me Courage Midweek Inspiration and Motivation. I'm Kenna, and this is your gentle pause in the middle of the week, a moment to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with your inner courage. This space is about me inspiring you and maybe sparking something within you along the way. These short reflections are here to help you slow down, listen inward, and realign with what feels true for you so you can move forward with clarity, intention, and heart. Let's begin. Hello, my friend. Today's topic is a sensitive one, but I think it's an important conversation to have. It's called the bystander effect. Before researching it, I didn't really understand what it meant. Once I did, I realized that I have absolutely been a bystander at different times in my life. Looking back, I wish I'd spoken up more often. Thankfully, as I've gotten older, I've learned that it's okay to put yourself out there. It's okay to stand up for someone else. In fact, sometimes that's exactly what courage looks like. This episode was inspired by Benjamin from NST Attorneys at Law, who sent me a link to a child safety resources on their website. You'll find that resource in the Call Me Courage website under U.S. Resources on the blog post. As I was reading through that information, one topic kept coming back to me, the bystander effect. I thought this is exactly the kind of conversation we should be having on Call Me Courage, because what is the opposite of being a bystander? It's having the courage to step forward when you believe something isn't right, whether someone is being bullied, harassed, discriminated against, or simply treated unfairly. Sometimes one courageous person can completely change someone else's day or even their life. I also came across a wonderful article from Right to Be, which I will link in the show notes. It focuses on bystander intervention when someone is experiencing bullying, harassment because of race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, age, or disability. Sadly, we've seen an increase in hate, disrespect, and harassment in recent years. This just breaks my heart. One of the reasons I created Call Me Courage was to spread more kindness in the world. I truly believe kindness is contagious. The more of us who choose compassion over judgment, courage over silence, the more we can help drown out hate within humanity. So, what exactly is the bystander effect? It's the tendency for people to be less likely to step in and help when other people are also witnessing the situation. We assume someone else will do something. We don't want to make a scene, or we look around, we see no one else reacting, and convince ourselves maybe it's not our place. But imagine this. If you were the child being bullied at school, wouldn't it have meant everything if just one person had stepped in? One classmate, one teacher, one stranger, one person saying, "That's enough." Sometimes a single act of courage reminds someone that the world is still full of good people. Researchers who studied the bystander effect identified two common reasons why this happens. The first is diffusion of responsibility. The more people who are present, the less responsible each individual feels to take action. The second is social influence. We naturally look to the people around us. If everyone else stays silent, we're more likely to stay silent too. But silence isn't always the safest choice for the person who needs help. The Right to Be organization teaches us what they call the 5 Ds of bystander intervention. I'll briefly just share them with you. Distract. Create a distraction that shifts attention away from the situation. Ask the person for directions. Start an unrelated conversation or even accidentally drop something. The goal is to interrupt what is happening without escalating it. The next D, delegate. Find someone who is in a position to help, a teacher, a manager, a security guard, another adult, or even another bystander who can help support you. The third D, document. If it's safe to do so, record what is happening or write down important details. This information could be valuable later. And the fourth D, Delay. Even if you couldn't intervene in the moment, check in afterward. Ask the person if they are okay. Let them know they're not alone. Sometimes that simple act of kindness can help someone begin to rebuild their confidence. And finally, direct. If it is safe, calmly address the behavior or ask the person to stop. Your safety should always come first, so use good judgment before choosing this approach. I'll leave the full article in the show notes because it goes into much greater detail and offers excellent guidance. As you go through your week, I'd like to leave you with one question. If you see someone who needs kindness, will you be the bystander or will you be the courage? Sometimes it simply requires one person choosing not to look away. Courage is built in many ways. It doesn't always look loud. It often looks quiet. Also, kindness is a courageous choice. We all have the capacity to make someone else's life a little better. So I will leave you with your mantra for the week. I will take time this week to brighten someone's day. I will take time this week to brighten someone's day. I will take time this week to brighten someone's day. Thank you for joining the Call Me Courage Midweek Inspiration and Motivation. As we close, remember, you are allowed to pause, you are allowed to choose differently, and you are allowed to trust what feels true for you. Until we meet again, choose courage gently, and remember, your strength lies within. Bye-bye.